So here I'm again back in Blewett School. I'm in Nikki Leeming's class, and Nikki's class has gone next door to work with their big buddies on some learning activities. And so one of the things that I've noticed, and that she mentioned to me as well in her literacy program, is that she continues to use the Daily 5 program. And so in her class, they do read to self, work on writing, read to someone, read with teacher, listen to reading. Those are the 5 that they use. And I can see that she's got some groups down here for kids to work in different groups, and they're a little sticky, and you get to pick where you want to go. So you would pick your name, put it up there, and that's how you know where you're going to go to the different places. I also see Nikki's got an inquiry board, objects in the sky, and some questions. Why does the shape of the moon change? What's an orbit? Why is the Milky Way called the Milky Way? How does ice get into space? So some interesting books about space and objects in the sky. And learning outdoors teaches us to reflect, collaborate, and observe. So a couple of cool things that I'm seeing around Blewett School that are hopefully going to inform us a little bit about things that we can do to help us work on our literacy program as well. Kids are breaking up into groups and they're going back to work on some origami projects. So they have big buddies and little buddies working together to get their projects done. So they're picking their paper right now and they're deciding who's going to be in their groups and heading back and doing those things in their buddy classes. I'm also noticing up on the wall here, there's some information about mindsets. So change your words, change your mindset. This is too hard, as opposed to this may take some time and some effort. I'm not very good at this, turns into I'll use some of the strategies that I've learned. I give up, changes into what am I missing? I can't make this any better. Changes into I can always improve. I'll keep trying. I made a mistake, which becomes, in positive language, mistakes help me improve. It's good enough turns into is this really my best? I can't do math. The famous I can't do math turns into I'm going to train my brain in math. So again, a couple of things that I'm learning here at Blewett School. So far so good. So I'm in Amy Walker's class, and she has kids working in 2 different groups here. One group of kids who are sitting at the carpet with her are working with her, and they're talking about millimeters and centimeters using rulers.
How many millimeters would be in 5 centimeters? Oh, how'd you know that? Next time, how'd you know that?
It's basically just like counting tens.
It's counting by tens, right? So
she's working at the table with a small group, and the rest of the kids, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of the kids are working at computers on Dreambox. And as you can see, they are all working on different things. So Dreambox differentiates for different kids. They all have headphones on. They're not distracted by what Amy's doing at the carpet. And so an interesting strategy to differentiate for kids working in math. Something interesting I've noticed on Amy's door, just as I'm leaving her classroom here, is something that appears to be called a U-Rule ticket. This ticket is awarded to Cassidy or Alicia or Luke. They are checked off in terms of the things that they were caught doing. Congratulations, thanks for helping to make Blewett School a great place for everyone. And I know in Selma we've talked about these in terms of the rocks cards, passing those out. These are just taped onto the door. And so there is an example of where they are using a reinforcement ticket here at Blewett to help those kids stay focused. On that, a little bit further down the hallway at the top of the stairs, they have what appears to be a rules board. Respect and responsibility, understanding, learning, environment, and safety. And they have a way to keep track of what I assume would be how many of the rural certificates they would pass out. So that's an interesting display just outside at the top of the stairs, in the middle of the hallway, right outside the office. So I'm just meeting with Miss McKay in her office here to talk a little bit about the rules tickets that we saw in the hallway there and on the back of Amy Walker's door, and I'm sure there's some other places in the school where they are. But so Lindsay, can you tell us a little bit about what they are and how they work, and if they are helpful?
Sure. So we use our green tickets as a positive behavior enforcement, and so what they are is they're when we're catching kids doing behaviors that are expected and not unexpected, and so then we get to celebrate the kids that are making good choices, and we acknowledge them on the ticket for what they have done, and then the ticket goes on the doors. Every Friday we collect them, so that's probably why there aren't that many today. And then we have a school goal that we try and hit as a certain number of green tickets, and once we hit that school goal number, then we have a celebration that the kids have generated some ideas. So extra recess time, some activities outside as a whole school, or dance party is one of the ideas the kids want to do. So celebrating together as a whole school for a common goal that they're working towards. We're finding